everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are different. It's Jeffrey's Eagles ears. Now let's head on over to rainy Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to welcome in our announcing crew of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Guyton. And yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those drives coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Wear gloves. Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. When you're the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Again, they run with Sims. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Winston. It's caught, Humphreys. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-3 the score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Paul Turner now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now they run with Sims. Look at this spin.
Balance.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Jameis to throw it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, quarterback, I know that are the best ones, the ones that are out of lead the team. I tell that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back up there. Move ahead again, guys. Keep this.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Wentz to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On the toss, this is Blunt. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's the battering ram Blunt, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. William Golston coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz is off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Holding offense.
A ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Wentz. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that?
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Darren Sproles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 36 yards.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
And oh, he coughed it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year?
And Blount loses the football, and the Buccaneers have it. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run here with Sims. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Vinny Curry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They start on the ground here with Blount. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here is the punter, Jones, as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. 3rd and long for Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Sproles, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Eagles take possession. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another big play by Alshon Jeffrey. I think his best days are ahead of him. I think he's ideally suited to help this young quarterback Carson Wentz develop.
He had 13 career 100-yard games coming into the season, and you know in the city of brotherly love, they're hoping for more.
Yeah, just think about Alshon Jeffrey, the catch radius and ability to make plays downfield against smaller defensive backs.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incomplete.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton from 17 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's back to throw. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A look to throw. He's safe here. Yard there. He looked to throw. He gets it to Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Winston to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston. And this will be touchdown. So in the final minute, point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here's Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable with it. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
To throw is Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he's able to clock it with time remaining. And now they'll have a shot at a long field that is going to decide this game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a driving rain, but he steps up regardless of that rain, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
Yeah, and so many things can go wrong. The slightest slip, that can mean the ball game. But he hits it dead, solid, perfect.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here, as we said.